Hi, my name is Ashish, and in this video we will explore secure score and recommendations in Microsoft Defender for Cloud. So what exactly is a secure score? Defender for Cloud continuously assesses your cross-cloud resources for security issues. It then aggregates all the findings into a single score so that you can tell at a glance your current security situation. The higher the score, the lower the identified risk level, and more you have the security intact within your environment. So let me just quickly log on to the portal and take it from there. Here you are and the Microsoft Defender for Cloud, and you see here your security posture, and if you will scroll down, you click on here, you will have your security posture, secure score dashboard. Because I only have Azure connected, you will see the secure score related to Azure. If I would have multiple clouds connected, I would have just click on that particular cloud or DevOps or GitHub. Then you will have the secure score for all the cloud cross premises as well. So secure score is shown as a percentage value, and the underlying values are also clearly presented. So if you will click on here, this is my secure score. I would look on the recommendations. Again, it is coming out from the Azure Security Benchmark, the default initiative that gets applied to my subscription as soon as I onboard it to Microsoft Defender for Cloud. So to increase the security, you have to review Defender for Cloud recommendations page and remediate the recommendations by implementing the remediation instructions for each issue. Recommendations are grouped into security controls. Each control is a logical group of related security recommendations and reflects the vulnerable attack surfaces. Your score only improves when you remediate all of the recommendations for a single resource within a control. So if you will click on here, it says enable MFA, you will have the recommendations related to MFA. So all the corresponding recommendations, it has combined under a single option, which is enable MFA, manage access and permissions, enable enhanced security features, implement security best practices. So accounts with read permission on Azure should be MFA enabled. Guest accounts with read permissions on Azure should be removed. So these are some of the security best practices it is giving you, and how you will manage it. So while you are on the security poster page, you are able to see the secure score of your entire subscription as I showed you earlier. So if you will click on here, here it is, right? Also the environment as well. From here, you can see the secure score, environment, subscription, governance, unhealthy resources. You can click on the particular options. It will show you the active recommendations again when you click it. Okay. Now how the secure score is calculated. To get all the possible points for a security control, all of your resources must comply with all of the security recommendations within the security control. More you are working on recommendations, fixing them, implementing them, your secure score will be increased. And then to increase your secure score more, you will have to remediate them, all the recommendations, to make a difference to your secure score. Okay. Now if you talk about recommendations on the Defender for Cloud, again, that we discussed in our previous video as well. So Defender for Cloud recommendations is based on the Azure Security Benchmark. Azure Security Benchmark is the Microsoft authored Azure specific set of guidelines for security and compliance best practices based on the compliance frameworks. This widely respected benchmark builds on the controls from the Center of Security and NIST, which is National Institute of Standard and Technology. Same way, you can see your recommendations on the Defender for Cloud page as I am seeing, and then you will have to, after you see all the recommendations applicable to your environment, you have to select secure score recommendations. Okay, if you want to only improve your secure score and if that is your priority, you work on the recommendations which falls under the secure score recommendations, but as a whole as well, you will see all recommendations as well. So if I select a specific recommendation under secure score, I don't know why am I not able to click on it. Okay, here it is. You click on it. Okay, it will show you enforce or deny. So see, prevent misconfigurations with enforce deny recommendation. It says to deploy new resource with a secured configuration, you can assign a built-in Azure policy with a deploy if not exist effect. This policy will automatically execute a template deployment with the desired configuration. You can then monitor the assignment and the results in the Azure policy compliance plate. And if you want to see the policy definition as well, you click on it. You will be able to see the policy definition. Alright, it will go directly to the Azure policy, entering the underlying policy. So you will see the exact policy definition that would happen. And then you click on, you cancel this and go back. Okay, then you click on open query. It will show you the Azure Resource Graph Explorer. All recommendations have options to view the detailed information about the affected resources using the Resource Graph Explorer. Okay, if you will come here, you will be able to see. If you go back again, you have the severity indicator, you have the freshness interval, you have the count of exempted resources, you have the remediation steps as well, quick fix logic as well, or if you want to do on your own, you can apply the steps as well. And if you want to do it, just select the unhealthy resources and click the quick fix remediation. So if you will click here, it will be applied on your unhealthy resources which are showing under the recommendations. And then it also shows the mapping to my true attack tactics and techniques. So if a recommendation has defined tactics and techniques, I can select the icon for links to relevant pages on my trace site. Here, if I click on it, I want to read more about it. Okay, so it will show me the technique, persistence driven by compromise, exploit public facing application, external remote services, command and scripting interpreter, exploitation of client execution. It can be affected by scheduled task, user execution. Okay, so if you want to read more about it, you read one framework which is called initial access. The adversary is trying to get into your network. So read more about it if you want to, right? And if you go back, and then you can mark it. So there are some related recommendations. Whenever relevant, there would be related recommendation as well, which can be a prerequisite, a recommendation that must be completed before the selected recommendations, or an alternative, or the dependent, or the remediation steps, etc. So remediation steps under the given suggestion list the steps on how to better secure the resource. We implement a recommendation by following the remediation steps. then do this from the list of recommendations. So these are the remediation steps which I see under here, right? This is the manual remediation of this recommendation. Okay, and if I want to apply it through quick fix logic, this is what it will do, the same thing. Outputs, pricing tier standard. Okay. So this is how you explore the secure score and the recommendations. In the next video, we'll try to cover the regulatory compliance, how you can measure and enforce it using Microsoft Defender for Cloud. I hope this video was informative for all of you guys. If you have any further queries, please mention them in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Have a good day.